Elon Musk told Joe Rogan that we're probably living in a simulation. Not as a joke, he actually believes it's likely true based on math and probability. And honestly, his reasoning does make sense. But there's something big he's missing, and the Bible has a better answer. Let's talk about it.
Well, the argument for the simulation, I think, is quite strong, because if you assume any improvement at all over time, any improvement, 1%, 0.1%, just extend the time frame, make it 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. What would civilization, if you counted, if you're very generous, civilization is maybe 7,000 or 8,000 years old, if you count it from the first writing. This is nothing. This is nothing. So if you assume any rate of improvement at all, then games will be indistinguishable from reality. Or civilization will end. One of those two things will occur. Therefore, we are most likely in a simulation.
Or we're on our way to
exist.
one, right? Well, but just because we exist, we could most certainly be on the road. We could be on the road to that, right? It doesn't mean that it has to have already happened.
We could be in base reality. We could be in base reality. I think most likely, this is just about probability, there are many, many simulations. These simulations are, we might as well call them reality, or you could call them the multiverse.
These simulations, you believe, are created? Like someone has manufactured?
They're running on the substrate.
So
that substrate is probably boring.
Boring?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Well, when we create a simulation, like a game or a movie, it's a distillation of what's interesting about life. You know, like it takes a year to shoot an action movie, and then that's all distilled down into 2 or 3 hours. So I think most likely, if we're a simulation, it's really boring outside the simulation. Because why would you make a simulation that's boring? You'd make a simulation way more interesting than base reality.
That is, if this right now is a simulation.
Yes.
And ultimately, inevitably, as long as we don't die or get hit by a meteor, we're going to create some sort of simulation if we continue on the same technological path we're on right now.
Yes.
The first thing Elon gets right is that our reality has a designer. Elon's totally right that our universe looks designed. The laws of physics, the way math works perfectly, how everything is fine-tuned, none of this looks like an accident. The Bible actually agrees with this. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, Genesis 1:1. Both simulation theory and Christianity say the same thing here. Everything didn't just randomly happen. So where they line up is this: something or someone made this reality on purpose. The second thing Elon gets right is that we're asking important questions. Here's what I respect about Elon's theory. He's asking, why does this universe exist? That's a deep human question to ask. There's actually a verse about this in Ecclesiastes 3:11. It says, God has set eternity in the human heart. We're built to wonder about where we came from, why we're here, and what our purpose is. Simulation theory is one way people try to answer that. So the second thing they both agree on is this: humans need answers about life that go deeper than just, it is what it is. Now, let me show you 3 big things Elon's theory misses. The first thing Elon misses is that it doesn't actually answer the question. Here's the biggest problem with simulation theory. Even if we're in a simulation, who made the people that programmed us? And who made them? And who made them? Elon's theory doesn't really solve where everything came from. It just pushes the question back forever. You end up with simulations inside simulations inside simulations, and with no real beginning. The Bible offers something better. Psalm 92 says, before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the whole world, from everything to everlasting, you are God. Here's the difference. Simulation theory creates a problem that never ends. Christianity gives us an actual starting point, a God who was never created because he always existed. The second thing Elon misses is that a programmer isn't the same as a father. Even if we're in a simulation, what's our relationship to whoever programmed us? Are we just here for entertainment? Elon literally says simulations are made to be more interesting than base reality, which means we exist so we're not boring to watch. But Christianity offers something simulation theory can't: a personal, loving relationship with the one who made us. Not some distant programmer, but a father who knows your name, who calls you his child. Here's the difference. Simulation theory gives you a creator who might not even care about you. Christianity gives you a father who loves you. The third thing Elon misses is that if nothing's real, then nothing matters. Here's the darkest part of simulation theory. If we're just computer code in someone else's program, then nothing is actually real. Your friendships, your pain, your choices, it's all just data that could be deleted at any time. But Christianity says the physical world matters so much that God himself became a real human. Jesus didn't download into a simulation. He was actually born, lived a real life, bled real blood, died, and came back to life in a real body. Why does this matter? Because if reality is just code, then right and wrong don't really exist. But if God created a real world with real people, then your life has real weight, real purpose, and real meaning that lasts forever. So here's the better answer. Let me wrap this up by showing you what the Bible offers that simulation theory just doesn't. First, a personal creator who actually loves you, not just a programmer who thinks you're entertaining. Second, real relationships in a real world that actually matter forever. And third, an actual answer to where everything came from, not just an endless loop. Elon's asking the right questions, but Colossians 1:16 gives us the answer. By Christ, all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible. All things have been created through him and for him. Not a simulation, a creation. Not random code, intentional love. So what do you think? Does simulation theory answer the questions you're asking about reality? Or are you looking for something deeper? I'd love to hear your takes, so drop a comment and subscribe for more. Thanks.